But it's funny. My mom and my dad, they don't drink.
Does your brother?
Once in a while.
Do you miss drinking at all?
No.
You stopped when? You just stopped one day?
Yeah, I just went cold turkey.
That was it. Just said,
That
I'm
was
not
it.
gonna drink.
That was it.
What did you enjoy about it when you worked? Because you did it every day with
dealing with
with me.
stress.
But what did you enjoy about it the most? When
Nothing.
Then why'd you do it?
Stress.
Stress, yeah. Way out.
Just having to deal with fucking the world.
Yeah.
So it made stress go away?
Yeah.
It's a
numbs
shitty
it
way
all.
to cope.
Yeah, it's a bad way to cope. I had my own whiskey line, so I had access to it. It was there.
Yeah.
Your face was swollen.
Super swollen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing good came from it. I also don't need it to be social. Like this weekend, I'm with the other dads, the neighbors and stuff. And, there's at the lake, there's a little bar there. I can go there and hang with anyone and talk.
Yeah.
I don't need alcohol to talk.
No.
but so ever since you guys have been talking about drinking with me, dude, people hit me up constantly and they're like, "Oh my God, you're getting wasted." I'm like, I don't get wasted. I just, sip.
No,
every now
you're
and
one of
then.
those guys that can handle alcohol. I've seen it.
But
I've
also,
seen you
like-
drink. I've seen you drink crazy amounts of alcohol, and you're totally normal.
Yeah, it's not good.
Some people can handle it. Like your body breaks it down differently than most people.
No, I disagree with that.
It's not. It's still toxic. though.
I think you can handle it, Chin, and do your job, but you're literally killing yourself.
Yeah.
So this idea of the Chin can handle it it's actually aiding to you.
No.
Continue
By the
to
way,
drink.
I don't disagree with you that alcohol is like poison. Of
I don't give a
course
fuck
it
if you're
is.
Winston Churchill, Chin, Burt Kreischer. None of it's good.
Right.
None of it's good.
I actually read a book that freaking Nikki Glazer recommended on Joe Rogan's show. It's about drinking, how to quit drinking. And I stopped drinking for like a few weeks. And I was just like, all right, I feel pretty good, but I felt better when I was just enjoying a few drinks here and there.
Sometimes an addiction is like where all the fun is, right? So sometimes you can be in a
It's not
your
even
life
fun
can
for
be
me.
like the
No, you keep highlighting this addiction, how it's not a big deal, Brian. I disagree.
I didn't say it's not a
think
big deal.
It's not.
what I'm trying to
it's
say.
not
Let me
fun.
finish the thought though, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying sometimes an addiction can be like literally your entire purpose, and your whole life is geared around being able to do that. So people do that, then you take it away. So for example, when they do lap band, stomach bypass surgery, or they do that band, the suicide rate for those people goes way up because now they don't have food, and food was the one thing that kept them sane and kind of from having to face all their problems. Now you take the food away, and now they're left sitting there, right? And they're left with themselves, and that's sort of the challenge. So I think at the end of the day, I agree that there's nothing good about drinking, and you're gonna have to eventually come to terms with it, right? Or it'll take you, and may as well do it sooner than later.
And that's what I'm doing.
I just feel like, Jim, we could find something that you could put your energy in because drinking's such a waste of time.
Like karate.
Yeah, karate be
No, but what I'm saying is like once you guys started talking about it, people hit me up like crazy.
Yeah.
They're in their minds, they're framing it as I'm getting wasted and like passing out. And
Yeah,
I'm like, no,
and they'd
dude.
be right. Yeah.
No. When the hell have you ever
Not
seen
passed
me?
out. But
Come
you're,
on, dude.
You're drinking a lot.
When have you ever seen me be like,
Never.
Only on that Jelly Roll bus, but the outside.
yeah,
that,
but
you're
that's
good.
with Jelly Roll. You
Yeah.
have to do it with Jelly Roll. And that's weed too. I did weed and alcohol with Jelly
Yeah.
Roll. But yeah.
But it's like one of the current. This is a good segue. One of the current events is how Trump's gonna, make marijuana not such a restrictive drug, right? So it's a gateway drug.
Go for it.
I know what you're about to say.
The idea, obviously our boy Rogan swears by marijuana. I'll tell you this right now. The idea that marijuana helps you be more creative or you can take it and view the world in a different spectacle, all that is bullshit.
I agree.
It's all bullshit. None of that's real. It's all an excuse for you to zone out and do whatever. You can do it without it.
Well, you're medicating yourself.
So you're medicating yourself. So if you think marijuana is this some sort of passenger to get you to be funny or more creative, that's in you. You can get there without these drugs. And to say it's a gateway drug, that's not an understatement. And there's science on it and there's research on it that shows that kids that do marijuana before the age of 21, it makes you so much more stupider.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
I've seen it with person with our friends who just smoke all the time. It's not cool.
I've seen young kids who had everything, And I watched them smoke, and they started smoking at 15, 14. You know, it is what it is. Kids do it. And man, when they're 25, it's a sad story. It just is. You're
I'd say,
always medicated.
and Rogan's an outlier. He can do it and still be super hyper.
He was also
productive.
that way before he started smoking too.
He's so
Intense
and in sixth gear, so maybe it
worked for
brings
him.
him down to fourth, so it works for him.
But he
You're
also started doing it when he was 35 years
correct.
old.
Also, you're not Joe Rogan, right? Most of us aren't. So the idea that this can be a less dangerous drug and help people out, it couldn't be more wrong. Now, there's some health benefits to it, you know, with inflammation, stuff like that. But as far as like making it less dangerous, I just think it's moving America in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm. My buddy, who you know, Jimmy, we had a friend who had passed away from a brain tumor, but he had glioblastoma, and they were giving him highly concentrated THC, right? Like highly concentrated. And it kept him alive for, I think, almost 3 years. So they're sometimes certain THC, I guess they don't know why, is kind of, you know, slows the progression. So Jimmy, who smokes weed periodically, he wet his finger on the dropper. He wet his finger on the THC dropper and went like this.
Got blitzed.
He didn't just go get blitzed. He went into a seizure.
Oh yeah.
And he was like this, and he remembers he was totally like cognizant, but he had no control over his body. So he had no control of his body, and he was like, oh my God, I'm having a stroke. So they get him to the hospital, and he's lying there, and the doctor, he's finally coming out of it, and the doctor goes, yeah, you overdosed on THC. That's what happened to you. It's like,
and some people get schizophrenic doing it. Like there's just, I just think people would be so much better if, I'm not saying there's not a use for marijuana. There definitely is in medical cases. I just think we'd be so much better off if instead of smoking marijuana, instead of drinking that fucking whiskey chin, if you just put your fucking, or whatever you drink, if you just put your fucking tennis shoes on and go for a run. And if you can get the same euphoric feeling, you can get the same endorphins, whatever drug or choice, whatever alcohol of choice, if you do something hard and that makes you sweat, you're going to get the same endorphins. There's a reason why so many addicts become long distance runners, because they're getting the same endorphins. There's ways to do it where you're going to smoke and sit on your couch and be not productive and scroll Twitter and Instagram and do some dumb shit, dude.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. I don't get it. I don't get the movement. I don't think it puts us in a productive direction. I don't get any of it.
No.
I don't get any of it.
No. I don't either. But it's his battle, it's his journey, and you know, he'll figure it out. Get into fucking karate. Get into fucking MMA, dude.
Or what about singing to him? What if you spent more time into writing and singing?
By the way,
I told you.
By the way,
I do.
You know what? I'm sorry to say this. I forgot you.
Okay, so that clip was chocked full of a bunch of stuff. First and foremost, did Schaub pick his nose and then like eat it? Did I see that correctly? I don't know. I did not expect the whole anti-weed rant there from Schaub. Kind of odd, but you had to throw in the caveat that, you know, it's fine if Joe Rogan does it. You know, he thinks, you know, Donald Trump should make weed illegal unless Joe Rogan's doing it. So, you know, Schaub, all about that freedom, baby, all about that freedom. So things got a little heated there. Callen finally had to step up and be like, let me finish. He's so sick of Schaub just interrupting him. And he's aware of all the criticism. So now he has to step up and be like, look, I'm trying to talk, Bubba. But Schaub's whole holier-than-now attitude, of course he has that. He's fucking Bappa. Of course that's his attitude. This man was a huge alcoholic. And you notice when he said in there, I had a whiskey company. Remember that whiskey, Tiger Thick whiskey? What happened, B? I thought Aaron Rodgers was going to be a partner. He said Aaron Rodgers was a partner. But you noticed he had a whiskey company. It's gone now. But Schaub was drinking every day. And, he stopped drinking for a week, and now he's holier than thou, Schaub. Like, I'm sober now. He ripped me off with the sober thing, B. No. But, like, I don't walk around holier than thou on people. Especially since, like, I was a huge alcoholic. Like, Schaub was probably the biggest alcoholic, and he stopped drinking. Now he's holier than thou. Which, shouldn't you have, like, some understanding or something? But no. Now, of course, Schaub has to be holier than thou. By the way, still probably doing the addies. Still looking for baddies, probably. But, I mean, Bappa's just going to go. That's what Bappa does. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.